Man, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the Life of DT. I hope y'all been taking care of yourselves because I've been taking care of mine. So look, man, today's video is what to do with a girl that you just met. Now, this could be a girl that you going on the first date or the first couple of dates with, or a woman that you just like, in the talking stage where you're trying to gauge whether or not you like her or see if she likes you or not. In that early dating stage, these are three things that I think that you should be doing. These are not really specific. These are not like specific things, but these are like more like behavior centered things and things that you kind of gotta like take in for yourself and see how that relates to you and how you can apply it to your own life. This can really apply to both genders, so it's just I should really title this like what to do with someone that you just met, not just a girl you just met. But yeah, man. If you're new here, go ahead and press the like button, press the subscribe button, more importantly. And yeah, man, just lock in with me. We can become our best versions and get a better understanding of each other and build a whole family with each other, whatever. But if you're just watching this video, you already subscribed, man, go ahead and press that like button for me, man, before we get into this thing. So look, the first thing that I have written down, I got my notebook with me today too, so y'all bear with me. The first thing that I have that you should do with a girl that you just met, there's no particular order. I'm just talking my shit. You feel me? It says to listen and show genuine interest and not desperateness. So I hope this might have taken a turn for some of you guys. I know some of y'all might have been thinking like, some things that you should do is like, you go on a date with her and you don't talk to her like that to make her more interested or make her mind wonder, whatever. We just being genuine dudes, and you won't have to do all those extra mind games with someone that you like, or with someone that likes you, or for a fact likes you. You know what I'm saying? So let's not get into all the manipulative games to try to to convince somebody to be with you. But yeah, listen and show genuine interest and not desperateness. You just want to come from a genuine place. Don't come from a place of like, oh, I'm just trying to crack. So let me say certain things. Let me make my voice sound a certain way. Let me dress a certain way because I know the type of person that she is, and match her personality just to get in some draws or just to have access to a certain part of that person. And during that conversation, during your conversations with that individual, a good indicator of whether or not you're showing interest or just being desperate is when your conversations are really deep and not wide. Generally, with the person that you end up being genuinely interested in, your conversations are going to be deep. Granted, you'll start off wide and just talk about a wide variety of things, but with someone that you're really interested in, you'll be able to find those specific topics that you're able to not agree with, but some topics that you're able to kind of go in depth with and be able to like pick each other's brains. So that's just like one telltale sign of whether or not you're being genuine or not. And the crazy thing is, you won't even know it. Like through that conversation and through your interactions with that person, it'll feel natural. It won't feel forced at all. And during those conversations, like you don't want to ask like yes or no questions. You want to ask open-ended questions that'll allow for that conversation to get eventually deeper and wider at the same time. Some things that you can ask is like ask things about someone, about their like his or her personal life, depending on who you are. Ask about your person's personal life, their experiences, their hobbies. You want to put the spotlight on them. It's kind of like when you go in for a job interview. When you go in for a job interview, you don't want to talk about, oh, me. You want to talk about, how can I help this company? How can I this is the skills that I have, and I'm bringing this to the table, and this is how I can help your company. This is how I can help you. You want to make the person that you're talking to kind of like the center of attention, not to show their ego, but just to kind of, you're there for a reason. The reason that you're interacting with that person is to get to know them. So you want to open the floor for that instead of just having those closed-ended questions that's going to lead to like a possible awkward situation. And it just kind of throws the whole vibe of everything going on. And the second thing that I have for something that you should do for a girl that you just met, or a person that you just met, is to be respectful and polite, but you also want to be assertive. So what I'm saying is, with that, as a guy, coming from a guy's perspective, you do want to be courteous. You want to be courteous. Things like if y'all going out on a date, bro, nothing's wrong with this for real. Now, nothing's wrong with open the door, hold the door open for your lady, open the car door when y'all going out, whatever. Just like little small tidbits like that to show that genuine interest. But just to show like that you're a chill, calm, relaxed guy, you interested in a woman and things like that. Just be courteous. Now, I'm cool with opening doors and doing like the sidewalk rule and all that. But where I specifically draw the line is like flowers and gifts and stuff like that. And that's another video I make, is what not to do with someone, or what not to do with the girl you just met. And I draw the line at flowers because I just think that when you're in those early stages, man, it's kind of like you don't want to come off as like too pushy, and you don't want to come off as too pushy. You're gonna come off as desperate. You know what I'm saying? And you don't even know that person. Whatever. But yeah, be courteous, polite, but assertive. You want to let her. When I say polite and respectful, you also want to let her do the talking, or let your person do the talking. Like I said before in my last point, open the floor for conversation. Just open the floor for conversation, and let during discussions or during like certain debates, you want to allow your person to have that openness to fully express themselves. You don't want to have them you don't want to interrupt them constantly to the point to where you're gonna be over talking your person, and they're not even gonna get a chance to talk, and you're not gonna get a chance to really know that individual. And then you want to be assertive, like find certain things that you can do to kind of test how far the date can go, or how far that person is willing to go with you. And I'm really talking in this point, in this context, in terms of potentially making it to the bedroom, or just potentially seeing like how far, like how close of like intimate, how intimate you can get with that person. Not in terms of sex, I did mention that, but like not only sex, but in terms of like closeness and doing like a relationship type of thing, activities. Not really speaking up a relationship exactly, but just doing relationship shit. Try to see, but you don't want to be scary with it though, because when you're scary with it, your person can smell that from a mile away. You want to be bold, you want to be confident, you want to show them that you're comfortable with that person, and open the floor for them to be comfortable with you. That's all being assertive is. Being assertive is just showing them that you're comfortable around them, and you're not afraid to speak your mind. Because what everybody wants to be with an honest individual. Whether that be, some people might not like brutally honest, but in terms of like just being your authentic self, would definitely help. And but what I'm saying is, the last thing I'm gonna say about being assertive is like I said, you want to be aware of boundaries, see how far you can push them. You want to be aware of them, but you don't want to be you don't want to be afraid. So basically, just basically repeating what I already said. You don't be afraid to push those boundaries, but be aware of those boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But like the last point I made, this leads to my actual last point. When I was saying you got to be authentic. The last thing you want to do with a girl you just met, or with a person you just met, is to be yourself, man. Don't try to put on a facade. Don't try to put on a front for a person, and you don't even know if they really like you or not. You just trying to impress them because they look good or they talk a good game themselves. You don't want to give them like fake stories, a fake lifestyle, or or really pillow talking. This is really for the niggas, man. Not for me. I don't do that pillow talking shit, but it's like just for the guys, for real. Don't pillow talk your girl, man. You got to be genuine, bro. If you can't be saying stuff just to get into some cheeks, bro. It's all these bitches out here, all this shit out here for y'all, and I just don't think that just pillow talking, because a bitch or a woman they're gonna go based off of how you make them feel. So if you can lie to a girl, make it sound fly to a girl, right? You can say all this stuff and she'll believe you. But you the whole time, you know, in the back of your head, like, oh, I'm just saying this so I can do whatever. That ain't really P for real. That ain't really. It's not something that's, you know, that's not really respected. At least not by me. You won't have my respect if I found out your pillow talking. Don't let me find out your pillow talking, nigga. But yeah, don't, you know, just be your genuine self. It's not like, because when you're not being yourself, you're just implying that you're not confident in whether or not someone's gonna like you for you or not. You're just trying to adapt to that person and just mirror them in hopes of being accepted. But you got to be careful when doing that, though, because it can come off as manipulative, because you're putting on a facade that you might not be able to keep up with. That's the next point that I have about being yourself. I wrote down, it says, if you're not able to keep up with those that fake lifestyle that you're putting on, the fake front that you're putting on, all of that, you'll have to keep providing that lifestyle. That you're gonna have to keep providing for a lifestyle that you can't even keep up with. So say you acting like you got all this money, you spending your last dollars on this girl, you taking her on dates, you doing all this for the girl, you expressing yourself overly for this girl, knowing you don't really like her. As time moves on, that's gonna fade away because it's not coming from a genuine place in your heart. You know what I'm saying? The only way that it would really fade away is if you're not being appreciated, whatever. But we're not even gonna talk about that. We're talking about the sense of you not coming from a genuine place, and eventually, when you start to fall back, your partner's gonna start looking for that same thing that you provided in the beginning, and you're gonna come off as manipulative because you're no longer. It's gonna seem like you're pulling back and trying to make them wonder why, like make their mind wonder, whatever. You're gonna come off as manipulative, but whole time you were just trying to provide a lifestyle that you really couldn't keep up with, and you want to be in your true authentic self. So all in all, man, I'm just saying, deal with people that you really like, and deal with people that really like you. And none of those things would be a problem. You won't even notice that you're being authentic. You'll be able to be your authentic self without having to question your abilities to you know, convince somebody to like you. You don't have to convince somebody to like you, bro. There's people out here that really like you. It's just some things that you might have to work on. You know, just work on your social skills, work on your appearance, work on how your posture, have some hobbies to put yourself in certain areas of people that you might be interested in interacting with. But yeah, man, if you made it to this point of the video, I want to thank you, and I appreciate you for your time ultimately, because time is not only money. Time is greater than money, man. So y'all provided me y'all's time, and I provided y'all some value, something that y'all can walk away with from the table. And that's all this channel is about, man. It's all about having an even exchange of you know, y'all's time for my knowledge, and vice versa, because we all here to learn from each other. We all here to become our best versions and shit, you feel me? But look, man, I'm not gonna hold y'all up. I hope y'all take care of yourselves. I'll see y'all in my next video, man. Peace out.